Welcome to your Inspirational Astrology Horoscope for Thursday, May 9th, 2013. I'm astrologer David Palmer, here to illuminate the collective consciousness. Today is the powerful solar eclipse in Taurus, an ancient event, right? You can feel the energy when you can actually see a sign from the universe. Solar eclipses are a sign from the universe, a sign to pay attention to our emotions, to our awareness, to become conscious of how we are feeling in our life, to become aware of where the new beginning is in our life, to become aware of our sense of worth, our senses, our physical senses, our needs, our desires, our wants. So important because this is happening on a big old Scorpio and Taurus axis. This is us purging so much from the past in our old senses of value, our old feelings that have to do with whether or not we feel worth it in our life. We are also paying attention to the direction in our life with Mercury and Mars, which have been making not only a trine over to Pluto, but they have been hanging out in conjunct. This is making sure we go in the right direction, into the most valuable place possible. To more importantly as well, make sure that we're feeling grounded in our life, that we are taking life in the most highest vibration to make sure we're going in the most, well, really expensive taste way. That's right, we have to make sure we are going in the most proper, highest quality life possible. And that only is going to happen if we are anchored in truth, that we're not living in bullshit in our life, that we see the reality, that we are looking at the facts, Jupiter and Gemini, right? All this energy of expanding our minds to see the facts, but while also listening to our intuition that's guiding us to the truth. Your intuition's right. He's lying, she's lying, this isn't working, why am I in this? Everything in our life is putting us into the most reality check ever. Pluto and Uranus squaring right now, this huge change of the structure of our life, having to stop obsessing over old rules and step into new rules, and breaking free into a new self, a new world, a new identity, a new sense of courage. You can feel the energy as you're having to purge so much right now of the past, purging old feelings, which are subconscious stuff because Neptune is in Pisces. This is old subconscious energy that we are purging, and we're stepping into a new ground. This is getting comfortable with the idea that your reality must be in truth and that you have to build a new life. Ooh, I like that. That's where we're at, a new life. Talk about wanting to hold on to things the way they should always be. You know, there's this idea in the world that like you get a job, or maybe you go to school, or maybe you whatever it is that you do, and that it just will just always be that way. And we're in a place where it constantly changes. The weather changes every day. This lake looks different every day. I do my horoscope at a different time every day. I mean, you cannot live in a world anymore that's just one way and it's going to stay that way forever. Especially as we are breaking the mold of our Earth energy. This is a crack solar eclipse. Wham! Things will be cut out of your life. Old feelings. Relationships. Let's pay attention to Venus. Venus goes into Gemini today. Relationship energy has been building up to new senses of values. Your worth has been tested in your partnerships as well. There's been a lot to really process and feel and look at. But now here we are. Venus at the place where the eclipse was last year in the spring. Really going to start bubbling up to the surface. More facts, more communication. There is a sense of us really starting to mentally want to question the new senses and feelings that we've been going through and the feelings of creation we want to create in our life. There's a questioning. There's well, let's see. There's an excitement building after today. There's a new path building. And behind the curtain is a huge power energy of shaking your life to leave the old and step into the new. You can't be doing things the way it's always been meant to do. You've got to try the new. You've got to have courage. Courage is going to be what gets you through in this life right now. But if you're grounded in the right values, which are based off the new system, if you are not afraid to step into the new self, and if you are anchoring your life into your passions, not what the money is, not what the greed wants, not what seems beautiful, but what is real, then you get the beauty. See how it works? You can't get beauty, or you can't get a flower without it being rooted somewhere. So we got to root ourselves in the right place. You know, there's beautiful flowers everywhere, and they're rooted in some pretty nice places. But all of our lives are really realizing that we need to be rooted in the right place in order for us to have the right beauty. And that's what this solar eclipse is. Letting go of the old flowers you've budded in order for you to bud the most beautiful flowers you've ever budded before. And the only way that's going to happen is by rerouting your life into your real passions, your real truth. The fact is, you've worn yourself out of that place where you've budded. You've learned all your lessons there. You're holding on. It's time to let go of what you're holding on and purge what you're holding on and step into what you truly want to manifest here based off your deepest emotional instincts, what spirit is directing into your life. Beep, beep, beep. Spirit is going beep, beep, beep. Back more. Stop. Root. Okay. Put it here. Like everywhere. Relationship-wise, everything-wise, career-wise, opportunity-wise. This is a whole new zone for you to blast off. And we're actually leaving what happened last year. So pay attention to what happened to your life in May of last year. We're leaving all that behind, and now it's to do a new year from that spot. I don't know where I get this stuff, but it's just like, it's true. It's true. It's very true. After the solar eclipse, it's on, baby. The next couple weeks, it's on before we have the Pluto-Uranus square. Exactly. Pluto-Uranus square is already starting at 11 degrees. I mean, it's like, there's this, you know, as long as you have courage, as long as you keep trying something new, as long as you just keep moving one foot in front of the other and keep going, and you don't get stuck in, it should be this way. No. It ain't gonna work anymore. Stop attaching to the old. Start attaching to the new. Stuff you've never even tried before. And new thoughts, a new positive attitude. Seeing a big picture in a close environment. In your details, in your facts. Sure, you might be figuring out quite a lot, but you're probably over questioning everything. See bigger. Start to paint the picture that you want in your life. Because when you paint a picture, you see outside of everything, and there's too much information for you to keep questioning. You keep wanting to learn and gather more information and more knowledge. So be a sponge and take it all in. And watch this magical event happen in your life. Feel it. Release from the old. And meditate to the most beautiful place in your whole life today. Meditate to the most beautiful place in your life of what you want to manifest, what you're leaving behind, and what you want to come into. Check out my website, inclusiveastrology.com, for my trio eclipse readings if you want to find out what these eclipses did for you, or more importantly, if you want a one-on-one reading with me, check it all out, inclusiveastrology.com, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for Friday.